So before I begin, we'll talk about this IP addresses and how the IP addresses are being allocated. Okay. So let's see here.
Brother Zafar, this is a sort of separate topic, or this is part of the...
No, yeah, it's off topic. So yeah, but I need to explain this. Okay, so okay. Okay, so remember I talked about the IP addresses, right? How you calculate the okay. Here the IP address, this is base 2, 128. No, this is sorry, I misspoke here, right? This is 16 bits. Okay. So the IP addresses we have here is 16 bit here. So here we have 2 to the power of 0 is 1, 2 to the power of 0 is 2. Okay, and 2 to the power of 0 is 3. And 2 to the power of 3 is, I'm sorry, I'm misspoken here, but here 2 to the power of 8 is 128 here, okay? This is how this IP address is. But okay, so the subnet mask is the base where you would have it will define how many addresses you would have in that subnet. Okay. Okay. So let's do the math here. These are like 255, 255, 255, 255, right? So what is 255? So 255 is 2 to the power of 0. Okay? Not that one here. Okay? Let's do 2 to the power of 1. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay? So on the calculator, I couldn't show you this one here. 2 to the power of 1. Okay, 2 to the power of 1 is 2 to the 2 multiplied once is 2. And 2 multiplied twice is 4. Then you keep going on in here. And then when you do it like 8 times, when you do it 8 times, you come to 128. Okay? So everybody with me so far?
So this is 2 to the power n minus 1 then.
This is 2 to the power of 8. That means you're getting 128 bits.
Got it.
Okay. So this is the IP address works here. The subnet mask is 2 to the power of 32. Okay. So let's go ahead. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So each time it's doubling itself here, okay? Okay, here, let me start with 2 to the power of 16 is 65,536. Okay, I think one time I mentioned this number here. Okay, so this is a 16-bit. So we have 65,536 ports available on the operating system here. Okay, so this is a 16-bit. Okay, now, okay, so 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. I think I'm missing here. Okay, 32. This is 32. So the IP address version 4, the IP address version 4, we have in public domain 4,294,900. So about 4.2 billion IP addresses are available in the IPv4 right here. This number is matching up here on the bottom here, right?
Right.
4 billion. So here what the math, if you do the math here, it's starting from here, so it's doubling itself, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, here. So when the subnet mask is 0.0.0.0, that means you have 4 billion IP addresses available, okay? So 0.0.0.0 is this many IP addresses you have available here, okay? Okay, so when you look at here, 192.168./24. Okay, so let's go ahead and go look at 24. When you look at 24, you have 256 IP address available. Okay, but one is reserved. So if one is reserved for the, can somebody tell me what is one IP reserved for?
Router?
Yeah. Yeah, one IP address is reserved for router.
And
How
it is
many IP addresses are left?
255.
255. Okay, so that is where 255 is coming from.
So where is this 250? They mentioned 254 on a usable IP.
Where? This one?
On the right, extreme right corner, right column of 24. The last one.
Yeah. So we have 256. Out of that, one is reserved for IP address, and then one more is also reserved for the device itself. So I mean, you cannot use 255. If it's 255, then it goes up here to 23 here. Okay, it's a little bit weird here how the reserve works. Okay, so if you do math, here, so 2 times 2, 4 is 8, right? This is 3 already. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it's using t to the power of 9 actually, sorry. Well, I didn't count 0, which is 1. Oh man, this cough is not going away. So here, if everything is 0 here, you have 96. Look at the last number here, 296. But 2 is reserved here. I don't know what the 1 is reserved for. So when you get stuck here, so you put down. This is for AWS. What is cyber block AWS? VPC subnet basic or virtual? No. We're working with custom. Oh, I put down AWS. Why did I put down AWS? So, by the way, the CIDR stands for classless inter-domain routing. Okay, so.
And now, what is that class? What is the definition? What is that?
No, don't ask me that. That's okay.
Sorry.
That's my question because I'm going crazy myself here because how the network works here. But for this class here, so if the mask, what does mask means? It's not available. If you're masking something, that means it's not available. Like you're hiding something, so it's not available here. So in this scenario here, It says 192 or 168 or 106, that 24 here, right? So if you look at 24, so we have about 200 and this number, the last number we could have here is 192.168.56 back. 254 would be the last one. If you want 4, then this number will change. 192.168.57, then this will change.
Can you change them manually yourself, or there is some configuration needs to be happened on the back end?
The DHCP server is smart enough here. It will go up to 254. And after that, it will not have. Your home router is only capable of giving out 254 IP addresses. Not going to give out anything more than that. So out in the wild public, you have about 4 billion IPs here. So this is for IPv4. Okay, so IPv4.
IPv4 is home router or something else?
No, IPv4 is version.
Version. And IPv6 is another version, right?
Yeah, IPv4 is 2 to the power of 32. So it is equal 4,294,000. The number you see in front of you, 967.296. Okay. So we already ran out of this numbers here, and then we are trying to go into IPv6. IPv6 is, I think, 2 to the power of 128. So that may be like limitless here. So how many IPv6? Internet protocol IPv6 is network layer protocol that enables data. I don't want to go in there. IPv6. Let me see IPv6 bits. Okay, so IPv6 is running on 128. And IPv4 is running on, okay, right here, yeah, this is a good example, 32 bit. And the IP address we are running on 8 bit. And then the 32 bit is IPv4, version 32 bit. And 128 bit is IPv6. So you can imagine we are at 4 billion, so you go up to 138, so it's almost limitless here, okay? So why do we need to go from here? Because we are limited to only 4 billion IP addresses here. Okay, so you do the math here. Once you go into IPv6, so what is happening is a lot of big corporations, they are still using IPv4 because it's almost impossible for them to remember this IP address. Okay, this is the example of IPv6 IP address. Look at this here. It's a long hexadecimal. This is an example of IPv6. Okay, see, so network part, subnet part, okay, it got something else into it. So, but I'm not going to go into this here. So this is the alphanumeric number here. You could see how weird and long this IP address is. Okay, so that's why the big corporations are now moving towards the IP addresses because they need to assign and then people have to interpret IP address. So they're sticking with IPv4. But the smaller devices like your iPhone, if you have an iPhone, put this in your browser here. What is my IP? And go onto this website, it will tell you your IP address. So for me, this is my IP address, right? Because I'm using a desktop. But smaller devices and the IP address is managed by the cell phone companies. They are just using the IP address, IPv6 IP address. Can you go onto your phone and see, put in what is my IP? And if you're on Wi-Fi, get off Wi-Fi, and then it will give you the IPv6 address.
I'm on a Wi-Fi, brother, and it has given me something like yours.
It will tell you IPv6.
No, I'm saying I'm still connected to the internet.
My showing is 128-bit, the one is showing the picture before, the same thing.
It's already showing without the internet IPv6.
It is showing IPv6, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's already on internet. I'm not out of the internet.
Yeah, mine is still it's 137.205.1116. It's IPv4 actually.
But the IP is something different.
It will tell you actually IPv6.
My showing is IPv6 here. My cell phone.
Okay.
Yeah, my phone also saying that.
Yeah, turn off Wi-Fi. Turn off Wi-Fi, then it should show you the IPv6. Okay, so your cell phone is nothing but a computer here, and every device has to have an IP address. So our IP address is being assigned using the IPv6 here because IPv6 is unlimited right now. Okay, hopefully that explains a little bit here what it means. Okay. All right. So let's move on with our class. So yesterday we stopped here, right? So now what we need to do is
I don't know where it's from Washington.
You might be connected to the VPN.
okay. So now what we need to do is, so we did copy this here. So we need to configure the dhcp.conf file. So let me see. DHCP. We go to cd etc dhcp conf. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we have this file here. So this is DHCP6. I'm not worried about that. I'm gonna go VI. Okay, before that, I need some information here, okay? So I'm gonna type IP ADDR and you need this information here. Okay, and you need this information here, and then also you need the subnet mask. Subnet mask just blindly use 255.255.255.0. Okay, let's see if that's gonna work. So let me just put this here. And so whichever this here is, that we need this information here for the IPv4. Okay. So the information, this one, and use subnet mask. Two 255.255.255.0. Okay. All right. Good. So I'm gonna clear this. I'm gonna do ls. I'm gonna do vi. Okay. So what I need to do is okay, so
In this file showing net mask and subnet.
okay.
Subnet and net mask 55 to 55 to 0. A little bit down.
Okay, yeah, it's showing it here.
Yep.
Okay, subnet mask and
Net mask.
good.
So subnet mask is different than the net mask. Somehow my
So this here you're gonna change it. You're gonna edit here. Okay, subnet mask and net mask. Okay, so net mask is usually this is what the net mask is. Okay, I'll show you. I'll explain in a minute. 192.168.56.0. Okay. So how did I figure this number out? So 192.168.56. This is the IP address, and this is what if it starts from 0 and goes all the way up to 254. Okay. So you're gonna have to figure this out here. Okay. So subnet mask, and then I'm gonna use this as use subnet mask and net mask. Okay. Okay, so use subnet mask. I think in Linux environment it's calling itself subnet here. Subnet 192.168.56.0 and use this as net mask. Okay. Okay. uh, okay. This is kind of weird here.
It's just weird for you. You can imagine me thinking.
No, I mean the things have changed. You normally don't go in there and figure things out most of the time, but if something is changing, then you have to just figure it out. I'm looking for range.
Range is the last line, whether I see the last line range. Yeah, last line.
Yeah.
I think under pool, I see the range. One this pool and one pool above. Now we can search it. Just we have searched in this area editor. Just search whatever you're looking for.
Hold on.
And this is DHCP D6. So this is separate file, right?
Hold on. PWD. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna don't copy that file here. So just do rm-rf dhcp. Uh-oh.
Oops.
Oh, I can't undo that. Hold on. I want to find out. Okay, yeah, so it was a system generated here. So, okay, let me restart install DHCP again, okay? Let me clear this. Yeah, I'm gonna remove DHCP. Okay, so what I need to do now is cd/etc/dhcp. Okay, so we have this file here. So what I'm going to do is kdhcp. Okay, yeah, actually I shouldn't have done a copy here. So I'll take that out. Okay, so let me stick with the information I have here. Over here, type authorities, AUTHORITATIVE. Authoritative. Okay, don't worry about this. We will work this up in when we are doing this. Script 192.168.56.0 and net mask is 255.255.255.0 and a curly bracket starts here. Okay, and here we're going to type option domain name. Okay, so yeah, over here you have to get the domain name. So here, just get the domain name as this here. Because, domain name, what it's looking for is, it's looking for the host name at this moment here, because we don't have it set up as in the DHCP. I mean, in the DNS. Okay, then now type range, dynamic, boot peak. So 192.168.56. So you could restrict the IP addresses that will be given out, okay? I think we used a 121 times here, right? So I'm going to use 121 to 192.168.56.199. Okay, what will happen is when the DHCP server is going to give out the IP address, it's going to give out from this range here, okay? Or maybe we'll do here 150 so that you get a better understanding. Okay, so next server is 192.168.56. You have to give us the server name now, 106. Okay? Okay, our Pixie server is 106 here. How do we know that? We did IPADDR.
This next server IP address is a DHCP server, or do we have make it the static?
The server we are working on.
No, I'm saying we have make a static one, 106 as a static.
But if you have made a static one, then give a static one. Whatever the server is giving you the IP address, use that IP address. Because before here, I was telling you how we got the 106 IPADDR.
No, I understand that
didn't set up, for here, I didn't set up static IP. You could set up static IP.
Okay.
So 106, whatever this 106 is, that's what I'm using here. But the script doesn't care, right? It doesn't know if it's using, if we have used set up a static IP or not.
I understand that part, brother, but I'm trying to see down the road if server static address, DHCP give a new address to this server, then this script will fail because
Exactly. Very good. Very good analogy. Very good. That tells me that you are ready for the job, okay? Yeah, you are ready for the job.
No.
Well, I mean, you are analyzing in the background and coming up with your question has a good reason behind it. So I'm telling you, there's a reasoning behind your question, and which I will really like here, because in the real world scenario, if you don't set the server as a static IP, then it's gonna fail, and that's a big problem. So maximum lease time is just stick with this number here, okay? So I'm just copying it here, and file name we are gonna look for is pixie linux.0, okay, and the current.
And we have to memorize all this stuff.
No, just copy and paste it. All you have to do is just change it as you need it, okay?
Okay.
Change it when
You are working on the Pixie server. Yesterday you did the Yum repo server, right?
yeah, Yum is based now. It's part. Yum has become Pixie now.
Oh, Yum is.
Yeah, don't worry about Yum. Yum is Pixie server require almost same thing as Yum server setup, and then you have all this thing going on.
Will it still work for the Zafar server also at this time?
Yes,
Okay.
it should work. Yeah.
So it will be acting as a two server, not one Pixie server and on the Zafar server at this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now go back here and ls, and now see this Anaconda file here. This is the default file that automatically creates when you create a user. Very first time when you log in, this is the Anaconda file, and now we're gonna use this file. Okay. Now it will make sense here why we use this file here. Okay. So I'm gonna type cp. This file here, I'm gonna go to var www HTML Red Hat 7. Then I'm gonna give the file name ks.cfg. KS stands for kickstart. Okay, and now I'm gonna go into this folder here, and then I'm gonna vi the file name. Okay, and then I go down here. So here it's saying that the kickstart file is here. Use the CD-ROM installation media here. So we're gonna comment that out. Instead of CD-ROM, we're gonna say URL, and then URL equals http://192.
Very smooth file, brother.
Yeah. http://192.168.56.10.106 slash
24.
no slash you are copying from here slash IHL7, okay? RHEL7. Okay, now you see all these things are getting together. Okay, and let me see what else I need to worry about. Time zone, clear. Okay, let me start from the top. Root password. Root password. Clear part. It says, okay, here you're gonna edit this, put a pound sign and put down here clear part hyphen ALL. Okay, and what else? Okay, let me go to CG. Now we need to change the permission for this file here. Chmod 777. Okay, don't worry about that. And disable Linux. Okay, so get enforce. So it's enforcing. So the command to disable Linux is set enforce 0. Okay, create a file name default. So let's see, go into TFTP, boot here, do LX here, and there is a file name Linux here. Okay, let's do VI. No, not here. Okay, there is no file in here, so I'm going to put a default file name in here. Okay, VI default. Before I forget, let me start copying this here. So we did uptime IP address information. Okay, so we did, so now we need to do vi dhcpd.conf. Okay, and let me go to etc dhcp ls, do vi dhcp conf. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this here. Okay, just copy and paste exactly what you see in here, okay?
Sure, brother. I don't know where, brother, but do put those set and force kind of thing, because we're gonna forget.
Yeah, I am.
That looks like important thing somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere.
And then after that, then you copy this file here. Copy anaconda file.
So anaconda file name should be changed to KS file.
Yeah, exactly. A good observation. Now you do vi ks.cfg. Okay? So the only thing you're worried about in here is, I may have to copy the entire thing. Okay, so the only thing you're worried about is this line and this line here. Okay, you get the idea, right? How I got this information here? 192.64. This is the URL, okay? Okay. So you go into this file here, TFTP, TFT, okay, so here you need to create a file here. Create a file. Okay, so go to this folder and create a file name. File name default. Okay, so it's a brand new file here. Just put this information in there. Okay, default is menu.c32. Prompt 0. Timeout 100. Menu title. Okay, menu title like in GMPT OS selection.
Menu title could be any name. Menu title could be any name.
Yeah, it could be anything. Label name is Red Hat 7. You will see all this when you can prompt kernel images dot vm linux. Okay, and then the last line is append init rd equals images slash init rd dot img linux k start equals, and I need to put this information here now. http colon slash slash 192.168.56.106 slash RHEL7 okay, RHEL okay, no, here. Okay, yeah, let's just keep it like that. RHEL7 slash ks dot csg. Okay, I'm going to save and exit. I'm going to put this information here. Okay, now I'm going to start the DHCP server. Systemctl d start DHCPD. Okay, it's not just DHCP, it's DHCPD. Okay, and then enable. Okay, let's check the status. Okay, this is all good and running here. Now, let's see if this is gonna work here, okay? We're gonna cross your fingers, okay?
Zafar, I can see some red text in the, is it normal?
No submit declaration, ignoring requests you want, please, in your dhcp.conf to which interface? No submit declaration for, okay, yeah, because it's looking for ENP and 08 here. If we could stop this if you need to, okay? So don't worry about that. Because I have two network cards attached, right? That's what it means.
Okay.
Okay? Okay. Alright, let's see here if this is gonna work. Okay, hopefully it works, but you never know. So what you have to do is, you have to go and, so you go to new, and I'm gonna put down Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7. Okay, and then I'm gonna go create, and then I'm gonna make it 16 GB. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the network, go here, and then what you want to do is enable the network first, and allow all. We don't need a second network adapter. Okay, go into system here, and we're gonna put a check mark here to network here and move it all the way up. So it's gonna boot from the network drive. We could uncheck these two. Okay? Okay. So let me just start it here. Remember, we didn't add the CD here. Okay, I click cancel here and see what happens. See, it automatically trying to boot with on the network here. Bootable media not found. Oh, okay. It's looking for 192.168.106/XC. Okay, so the bootable media we have it is in Kickstart. So it went to Linux 0. Okay, so we're gonna have to go back in there and look at that. Over here, we did URL Red Hat 7. Now create Okay, so cd/var and HTML Red Hat 7 ls VIKS local hostname equal to local dot. Okay, that's fine. At one place I gave it pixellinux.0. Do you see where it says okay, so I need to go to the DHCP config. cd/etc/ts, right? Okay, here the file name is, let's say the file name is 2ks.cfg. Okay, so that was my bad, because this is where the ks.cfg is. Okay, I'm going to restart the service again. Okay, I'm going to reset it and see what happens. Pixellinux.0, no such file or directory. Which is, why is it saying file name pixellinux.0?
It might be reading from some other file somewhere.
Yeah, hold on. Pixellinux.0, and let me go to cd/t.
Is the pixelinux.05 the default file for them?
Yeah, it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop, I think I may have missed one step. EWD. So I'm going to go to cd/var www.html Red Hat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this file here, cptftp root pixelinux.0. I'm going to copy it here. Okay, so the file is there. So let me start the service again. Start systemctl start dhcp. Pixelinux, no such file or directory. Pixelinux.org. Okay, let's see here. To the 12603B. Possible source, the error originated. Latest version takes no problem there. Okay. Okay, let's see here. MKDIR, its own Apache. War www.html RHEL. Okay, I see here. Menu, panel, pixie boot, assignment, init RD, Method, okay, init RHEL7. Okay, images, right? Hold on. Okay, init rd.image. Oh, the file is not here. Kickstart.com. Okay, so let me follow from this side here. Copy syslinux bootloader. Okay, and okay, and now, cpvar st images cboot. So what I'm going to do is, instead of that, okay, yeah. So this file should already be there. And then let me go to this folder. Now I'm going to create this file name here, default. Okay, let's do 192.158.56.106. Okay, and 220. Okay, it's doing the same thing. 106 here too. Okay. Okay, I don't know what this it's step to configure Pixie boot server using DNS mask server. Okay, let's install this. Okay, before that, I think we don't need to do that here. So let me start. Systemctl start cscpd. Okay, and I'm going to restart it here. Okay. Alright, so there are few steps actually has changed here, I think. Now you got the boot here. Boot from the local or install Red Hat 7 with local repo. I'm going to hit enter here. Everybody with me so far? Who is not lost?
I am totally lost, but I'm not even lost. I'm totally lost.
You know what? I was lost at the moment.
This is.
I think fundamentally there are a bunch of things got changed here recently. Because I don't set up Pixie boot very often. And let's see how old is this. Do you guys see any date before?
Maybe it's in the bottom.
Let me go ahead and put this URL here so that we have it as a code.
That would be great.
Okay.
Because the other one, I am on like Red Hat website and I didn't see anything. But the thing is, I don't know where to start from, Like you're in the middle. And I am totally lost.
I'll clear up the document and then, matter of fact, we have a good 20 minutes here. I could do that right now. Okay, so there is some issue here. Requested URL error 192.kickstart.com. Okay, so what I need to do is think in here. In here, the kickstart, where is the kickstart file? Okay, so let me try this here. Instead of that, Okay, let's see if it's going to cooperate now.
Any idea, brother, where it is reading from?
Yeah. I'm going to fix Anaconda failed to fetch stage 2. Requested URL error. RHEL's live OS script failed. Okay, so I may have to do this here. Should be RHL 7 should be after HTML. If you see the part var ww and HTML, it should be REHEL, not 7. It should be 7 after that. Yeah, because I set it at 7, right? RHEL 7. But the file you put in only REHEL. Oh, really? Via editor. Okay. Over here, right? Yeah. No, after the 192, 150, the last part of the, I believe it's right here. Yeah, right? Yes. RELH 7 it should be. Yep. Okay. There's the missing part. Okay.
So for all the information that it is reading now, what file this system is reading?
It's going through as if it's going through the CD.
Okay.
Okay, you might need one entering the emergency exit shell to continue. Let me do this part here, okay? Hold on. Mount / root and then the CD name var www HTML RHEL 7. Okay. Okay, so let's see if it's gonna work.
So what changes do we make in this step, brother?
Excuse me, I copied the CD again.
And put it where?
Yeah, I'll clear the third. Yeah, just hold on a minute here. Let me see if it's working. It's not working. Yeah, that file is not there anymore.
You copied 4 files yesterday and you removed one file. I don't know you copied the same file. Can you check whatever you copied yesterday? And it's still there.
Yeah, I think here I need to change it back here. What it's saying here. Okay, yeah. Alright, hold on, let me see if this is gonna work. 106. Kernel. The element is kernel. It's not it's not even working now. I do, no measurable medium. Okay, tell you what, I'll put this link in the chat and everybody try using everything is this step using this. Okay? Don't ignore what I did so far, and I'm going to try it myself and see if this is going to work. Okay? Alright, we tried it anyway, but it's not working, so.
So basically, brother, you're saying that we should take this link.
Yeah, I'm going to put this link here and try it. Try all the steps here and see if it's working.
Okay, we'll try it, yeah.
Okay. Alright, I'll catch up with you guys next week and hopefully this should work. Love it.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.